check it out.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
Someone with this physique should be cocky as hell. Yeah, he's got fucked up genetics. They're really good. He looks really good. That's thick. What's going on, guys? It's Zach Perna here, and today we're going to be talking all about Sam Sulek. So in case you guys have been living under a fitness rock, this guy is absolutely blowing up right now. Like, he's trending on every platform, I swear. He's just killing it. So I thought, you know what? Let's watch one of his videos and see what the hype is about. Now, for those who don't know me, you're not missing out on much. I'm a bit of an idiot. I'm now an author, which is kind of cool, but I am a fitness model / content creator, whatever you want to call us. And I've been in the fitness space for like a long time. I started making videos like 6 years ago. This has been my full-time job for like 6 years. So we're gonna watch one of his videos, full cut day 39, chest and side delts. Now, just off the bat of it, this is crazy. Like this, Sam, like props to him. Before we get into anything, he's actually doing some cool shit because it's different. He's just posting like 30, 50-minute videos of just training it. So let's have a look.
All right, so off I go to Powerhouse, Detroit. You know, with shoulders, it's kind of more so, it's not a very taxing muscle.
True.
As far as I've, observed.
So far, he's just super chilled. Like, I like that already off the bat. He just seems very chilled and easygoing. Like, there's no persona right now, I feel. It's just kind of,
It's not like I'm pushing myself to 100% failure.
Okay, so we're talking the car for a bit.
Are a bit lighter, going for a pump,
Actually, the car monologue does go for...
I want you to lift for a set of 8 to 12 as much weight as you can physically handle. And that does not mean lifts as much weight as you can physically handle with no warm-up, right? That's...
I will also add to that on injury, just my experience on injury prevention, huge. So many people go like 8 to 12, as many as they can, but even if they have warmed up properly, their reps are still super sloppy. So just one thing to keep in mind, I would add to that, is just make sure the form is pretty good. Form is pretty good because if you're 8 to 12 of your whole body lifting the weight as opposed to like the target muscle, it can get pretty funky. And at the end of the day, if you're going super heavy, your joints and tendons, no matter how much you warm up, can cop it. But I'm agreeing. I'm just a little ad.
Make sure my elbows and forearms and triceps and everything is nice and ready to load up a ton of weight on Incline Smith. Incline Smith machine should be perfect.
This dude's big. Get fucked, he's 21.
3 plates and a 25 on the Smith will be a perfect starter. I did a plate for a few, and then a 2 for a few, and 3 for a few. And then I did 3 plates and a quarter for 2. Now I'm ready for a full set.
Love that. That's another thing I do too. Instead of just doing like 10, 10, 10, 10 on warm-ups, like they do like 3 reps, 4 reps, 5 reps. That way you don't need to fully fatigue and exhaust yourself on your warm-up sets. It's like feeling the weight, kind of getting used to it, warming up the body, and not fully maxing out. A lot of guys I see that make the mistake of going like warm-up sets to a failure. No need.
Check yes, Juliet.
How's his just 3 plates? Just casually. I've seen him cop some slack on form, but you know what? He obviously has good connection. Like, he has good mind-muscle connection. You can see it. It's on the chest like the whole time. If I did that with my body, I reckon I would 100% snap. My body would be like, what the fuck is going on? But like, seriously, I don't think you can pick on this guy's training. Look at the size of him. All these gym bros like picking apart these like bodybuilders workouts, and they're like, oh, they could be optimizing this better. It's like, dude, they're getting pretty damn good results. Leave it to them. But I think that onus falls on the person like you guys watching this going, do I apply that form, or do I try and get the best form for myself, or do I try a few things myself and figure out what works best? You know, there's no right or wrong way of doing things. Some people have a bigger capacity to lift without injuring themselves. Myself, I could get injured quite easily, I reckon, if I'm not careful. So I just work that into my training. I make sure it's more form-based, and I load up as much as I can with a given form, and it works well for me. Fuck, he's working hard.
All right, I lied. Fuck it. That's enough. I thought I was on a little bit tighter of a time constraint.
See how far he goes to a failure.
All right. Chest is done. Let's
I think so many people don't actually hit that level of work. Like, so many people want to optimize, leave a few in the tank, do the whole reps and reserve thing, which is fine if you're tracking things and works for you. But honestly, so many people could benefit from just going balls to the wall a little bit more, like testing the failure point of a lot. Like, look at the sheer size of this dude. Obviously training to a failure with heavy weight he's gonna grow some damn muscle. But it can also injure you, that's why just be careful. But I mean, like, I definitely think that's great to see, is just a little bit more intensity, a bit more training intensity. It's great.
Let's find some good lighting somewhere.
All right, see the rig.
I typically prefer some darker lighting, but what are you gonna do? Let's check it out.
Holy shit. What the fuck? Oh my God, I feel so skinny. Oh, that's ridiculous. Wow. Do you know what the funny thing is? Is that you just think, like, in today's day and age, you think someone with this physique should be cocky as hell. Like, you just assume it because it's all we see is like pure cockiness and like arrogance. And the fact that this dude is so chilled while looking this huge, same as like a C-bum, it just is so refreshing and good to see. Now, I understand why people love it, because at the end of the day, this dude's just like a bodybuilder at heart and loves it. And it's so appealing to see, and it's so refreshing to see as well. Because even someone like myself, like, obviously he shits on my physique on every possible level, but like, we both have the same love clearly for the gym and stuff like that, and also not just being an absolute dick or a douche. Like, you don't need to do that. So I think, like, a few people I've seen in some comments say unsure about his, you know, level of a role model as an influencer, because, you know, obviously he's as natty as Mike O'Hearn. But that's, you know, each to their own. That's fine. And whether that's, you know, I don't think Sam's preaching full on health here, but he's just doing what he wants to do. He's living his life and like documenting it. So I think on one end, people are going to look to him, you know, to be a role model and to look up to. But at the same time too, people just have to do their own shit and live their own life, you know, like people watching, like, don't just copy what everyone else is doing. But I think, like, in terms of what he's portraying, it seems great. Like, he just seems like he's being himself. He's a normal guy. He's not being a douche. He's not being like crazy, screaming, like putting on a big show. Because that, to me, sends the message to young kids going, you have to be a dick if you want to do well in this. Whereas he's obviously mega successful. Like, the views are ridiculous. He's getting like 1 million views on videos. It's insane. And he's just a normal dude, like, no crazy edits. I think it's, for the most part, I think it's actually great for the younger generation, because it's kind of inspiring guys to actually pick up a camera, start documenting and just training, also clearly for the love of it, not for like the socials and shit. I like that. It is very cool. Fuck, let's check the back. Yeah, he's got fucked up genetics. They're really good. He looks really good. That's thick. He doesn't give a fuck, too. He's just literally his shirt off in the gym, just like talking like normal. Talking like he's in his bathroom flexing.
Now I need to go to a freaking wedding ceremony, goddammit.
I actually really like this guy. he's just vlogging himself going to a wedding ceremony.
It's about a 30-minute drive, so I think I'll probably get some kind of fucking drive-through food. Because so far, I've only had...
It just seems like this guy's like fitness YouTube right now. Like, it just seems like he's just living it and really enjoying it and just documenting the process. And that's why I see the appeal, because it just kind of seems real. Yeah, fuck. That's, I mean, I rate it. I rate the content.
980 calories for the day.
It's nothing, you know, crazy, but his physique speaks for itself.
Of a 500-calorie
eating
spicy
today?
chicken sandwich right now.
I don't get how there are so many videos in a similar manner. Like, how are there? I was watching these few before. There's so many of like just the workouts. I would have thought, just like coming from my experience, that people would get over that, but it's like they just don't. They're just like, you know, he must be bringing new things to the table all the time. It's cool. Yeah, I think it's always tricky with these guys. Like, you know, these guys taking it to the next level in bodybuilding. You can't follow exactly what they're doing, right? Unless you want to also be that small percentage doing that stuff. So I think you got to just be smart about it. Use common sense, pick and choose. Like, at the end of the day, do what's best for you. Don't just copy what your, you know, role model or idol is doing. But yeah, and on a side note, I think it's good to see what he's doing for the industry. I think it's cool. And I think a lot of guys would benefit from just this approach, you know, just being yourself. That's kind of like what I think is really cool about content creation, is like you can choose to like adopt a persona and be someone else, or you can choose to like be yourself and be super authentic, connect with people and just do what you love. And I think that's what he's doing. So like, fair play, Sam. Looks sick. If you want to get a workout in one time, I would love to look like an absolute bitch. So if you're watching this, we could make that happen. If you're one of the 200 people watching this video, but now that is it. So yeah, I think it's cool. Keep doing what you're doing. And curious, like, guys watching this, obviously you're probably coming from, you know, looking from him. So what is it that you like particularly about Sam's channel? Let's actually get a bit of positivity going. Comment below what you like about Sam Sulek's content. And that is it from me. You guys know what to do. Stay massive.